Chosen ones, listen carefully. The war is not coming, it is already here. You can feel it, can't you? The unease that lingers in the air. The sudden waves of exhaustion with no explanation. The strange shifts in your relationships. The unsettling dreams that leave you shaken. This is not coincidence. It is spiritual warfare. And if you are unaware or unprotected, you are leaving yourself wide open to forces that thrive in your confusion and fear. But let me tell you this, you are not the prey, you are the warrior. The moment you began to awaken, the battle intensified because your light disrupts the darkness. The forces that have kept humanity asleep for centuries recognized you the moment you started to remember who you truly are. They fear you not because you are weak, but because you are powerful beyond measure. You are a chosen one, and the enemy knows it. That is why it attacks your mind with confusion, your heart with sorrow, and your spirit with doubt. But here is what they do not want you to realize. You are not powerless, you never were. Divine protection is not something distant or abstract. It is your birthright. It is already within you, waiting to be activated. Today you will remember how to fight, not with fear, but with divine authority. You will see through their tactics and reclaim your power. You will learn to shield your spirit so that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And most importantly, you will awaken to the truth that every attack you face is proof of your divine mission. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you will not only understand what is happening to you, but you will be armed with the spiritual tools to walk through this war untouched. The battle may be fierce, but you are fiercer. The war is already here. Now it's time for you to rise. Why you are under spiritual attack? You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are powerful, powerful beyond what you can currently comprehend. The forces of darkness have no interest in those who are asleep, controlled, or lost. Their greatest fear is the awakened soul, the chosen one, because you carry something they cannot manipulate: divine authority. The spiritual attack on your life began the moment you started to break free from the illusions of this world. When you rejected the lies that kept you small, when you stepped into your divine purpose, you became a threat. You must understand, darkness thrives in ignorance, and you are here to bring light. You are here to expose deception, break cycles, and awaken others. That is why they target you. You are a system disruptor. But how do they attack you? Through the most vulnerable parts of your being, your mind, your emotions, your relationships. They exploit your wounds, your insecurities, and your past. They whisper lies into your consciousness. You are not good enough. You are alone. You will fail. These are not your thoughts. They are spiritual infiltrations. They want you to doubt yourself because the moment you forget your power, they gain theirs. The most cunning part of spiritual warfare is that the attacks often come from familiar places, from people you love, from situations you trusted. Why? Because darkness uses unhealed people as conduits. A friend suddenly turns against you without reason. A loved one speaks words that wound your soul. Conflicts arise out of nowhere. It is all designed to provoke you, to pull you into bitterness, anger, and confusion, because when you fight the wrong battle, you weaken your divine protection. But here is the truth. This battle is not about them. It is about you. It is about your destiny, your mission, your light. And the attacks you face are not signs of your failure. They are signs of your power. Chosen ones, the enemy does not waste energy on those who are not a threat. If you are under attack, it is because you are carrying something valuable. And hear me clearly. The fact that you are still standing after everything you have faced means you are winning. The enemy's greatest fear is not your fall, it is your rise. And rise you will. Because what darkness underestimates is the power that resides within you, the power you are about to reclaim. Signs you are under spiritual attack. Spiritual attacks are rarely obvious. Darkness is deceptive. It hides in the shadows, in subtleties, in the corners of your life where your guard is down. Most people miss the signs until it's too late. But you, chosen one, must not be most people. You must learn to see the unseen, hear the unspoken, and recognize the hidden warfare for what it is. Here are the signs that you are under spiritual attack. 1. Unexplainable emotional shifts. Suddenly you are anxious for no reason. Waves of sadness hit you out of nowhere. Anger flares up without cause. These are not normal emotions, they are energetic infiltrations. Darkness operates by lowering your frequency because when your vibration drops, your divine shield weakens. You may find yourself questioning your worth, your purpose, even your sanity. But let me be clear, these thoughts are not yours. They are intrusions designed to destabilize your spirit. The moment you feel them, pause, recognize them, say out loud, "These thoughts are not mine, I reject them," and watch how their power weakens. 2. Constant fatigue despite rest. When your energy is under attack, rest does not restore you. You sleep, but you wake up exhausted. Your body feels heavy as if you are carrying an invisible weight. This is because your spiritual body is being drained, often through what is known as energy cords. These cords are created through unresolved conflicts, toxic relationships, or even prolonged exposure to negative digital content. You are being siphoned, not physically, but spiritually. 3. Unsettling or disturbing dreams. Your dream state is a battlefield. Nightmares, dreams of being chased, trapped, or manipulated, these are more than just dreams. They are spiritual attacks. Why? Because your defenses are lowest when you sleep. The enemy uses the dream realm to implant fear, confusion, or false messages. If you wake up feeling disturbed or anxious, know that something tried to reach you in the night. This is why spiritual protection before sleep is not optional, it is essential. 4. Increased conflict in relationships. Arguments erupt out of nowhere. Friends turn cold. Family members misunderstand you. Why does this happen? Because the easiest way to break you is through those closest to you. Darkness manipulates unprotected people, using their unresolved wounds to reach you. You must understand, not every attack will come in the form of a demon. Sometimes, it will come in the form of a friend with a sharp tongue or a partner with hurtful words. Do not fight the person, fight the energy behind the person. 5. Isolation and loss of connection. One of the enemy's greatest strategies is isolation. Suddenly, you lose the desire to connect with others. You stop praying, you stop meditating, you feel spiritually numb. This is not laziness, it is a spiritual attack. The goal is to cut you off from your power source, because a disconnected warrior is a defeated one. The moment you recognize this pattern, reconnect immediately, even if you do not feel like it. Your breakthrough is often on the other side of your resistance. 6. Strange technology glitches or sudden interruptions. Messages go missing, calls drop, devices malfunction during moments of clarity or prayer. This is more than coincidence. It is interference. Energy moves through technology, and when you carry divine frequency, it disrupts low vibrational systems. But know this, when interference increases, it is because you are hitting a spiritual nerve. Press on. 7. Repeated negative patterns or old temptations. Old habits resurface. Addictions, toxic relationships, destructive thoughts, they return often when you are on the verge of a breakthrough. This is a trap designed to pull you back into cycles you have already broken. Why? Because darkness cannot create, it can only recycle. The enemy has no new tricks, only old patterns. Recognize them. When the past knocks, do not answer. It has nothing new to offer you. 8. Sudden financial or health attacks. Out of nowhere. Unexpected expenses, loss of income, or unexplained health issues arise. Yes, some challenges are part of life, but consistent, chaotic patterns often signal spiritual interference. Finances and health are life force channels, and when they are disrupted, it is a tactic to drain your spirit and cloud your faith. Do not panic, fortify your spiritual protection, and trust that provision is already in motion. 9. A feeling of being watched or followed. You feel eyes on you when you are alone. You sense a presence that is unseen but felt. This is not paranoia, it is spiritual surveillance. Darkness watches those it cannot control. But remember, the fact that they are watching means you are doing something right. Do not run, stand firm, let them watch you shine. If you see these signs, do not fear, rejoice, because attacks are proof that you are valuable. The enemy does not pursue the empty vessel, it pursues the vessel overflowing with purpose. But here is what you must know, awareness is your first shield. The moment you recognize these signs, their power over you weakens. The darkness thrives in secrecy, but when exposed to the light of awareness, it loses its grip. Now that you see the enemy's tactics, it is time to fight back, immediately, and that is exactly what you will learn next. Get ready, because your divine protection is about to become untouchable. The hidden weapons used against you. The greatest weapons used against you are not swords or shadows. They are whispers, illusions, and traps laid deep within your reality. The enemy knows that direct attacks are too obvious. Instead, it uses deception, confusion, and emotional chaos to break you from the inside out. This is a war of subtlety, where darkness hides in the familiar, in the unnoticed, in the trusted. You must understand this. The enemy's strongest tactic is to use your own mind, your own heart, and your own environment against you. Fear is the most common weapon. It is a parasite that feeds on your uncertainty, weakening your faith and breaking your spirit. It arrives quietly through a sudden wave of anxiety, a cold whisper of doubt, or a nightmare that lingers long after you wake. Fear clouds your intuition, making you question your path, your gifts, and your worth. But here is the truth. Fear is an illusion. It cannot create, it can only distort. It is the shadow cast by something smaller than it appears. The moment you recognize it for what it is, it begins to dissolve. Another weapon is confusion, a fog that blinds your spiritual sight. Confusion is designed to make you second-guess everything, your decisions, your relationships, even your faith. It turns clarity into chaos and certainty into hesitation. You find yourself chasing answers, but the more you search, the more lost you feel. This is not an accident. Confusion is a strategy. It exists to paralyze you because a still warrior cannot strike back. When confusion strikes, be still, not to search for answers, but to let the fog clear. Truth does not shout, it waits, and in silence it reveals itself. Darkness also uses the people closest to you as weapons. Arguments erupt without warning. Friends become enemies. Loved ones become strangers. This is not coincidence, it is infiltration. Unprotected souls can be used as conduits for chaos. You must understand, the attack is not through them, it is through your attachment to them. The enemy seeks to break your spirit through heartbreak, because pain lowers your frequency faster than any external force. Protect your heart, but do not close it. Boundaries are not walls, they are shields. Dreams are another battleground. When your body rests, your soul travels, and it is there, between worlds, where attacks often come. Nightmares of being chased, trapped, or falling are not random. They are designed to exhaust your spirit. They plant seeds of fear that bloom into anxiety during the day. But remember this, your dreams are your domain. Speak protection over them. Before you sleep, declare aloud, "Only divine forces may enter my dreams. I am sealed in light." Darkness cannot enter a space it has not been invited into. Even technology becomes a weapon. The content you consume is not just information, it is energy. Endless scrolling, fear-based news, and negative entertainment are frequency traps. They lower your vibration without you realizing it. You must guard your digital gates. Social media platforms are not neutral, they are battlefields. Every image, every headline, every post either feeds your light or drains it. Choose wisely. The most deceptive weapon is nostalgia, old wounds wrapped in memory. Suddenly, you miss the relationship that once broke you. You crave the habit that once enslaved you. You feel pulled to revisit what you had already escaped. This is not longing, it is a spiritual trap. Nostalgia is a lie. It shows you only the sweetness of the past, never the poison. When the past knocks, remember why you closed the door. But the deadliest weapon is isolation. When darkness cannot destroy you, it tries to separate you, first from others, then from the divine, and finally from yourself. You stop praying, you stop meditating, you stop believing, you become numb. This is spiritual suffocation, because isolation weakens what connection strengthens. Alone, you are vulnerable. In unity, with the divine, with your higher self, with your soul tribe, you are untouchable. These weapons are subtle, but now you see them. And the moment you recognize the enemy's tactics, their power weakens. But awareness alone is not enough. You must fight back, not with fear, but with authority. It is time to seal every doorway and build a fortress no darkness can penetrate. And that is what you will do now, how to immediately strengthen your divine protection. Divine protection is not something you wait for, it is something you activate. It is not a shield given to the chosen, it is a shield created through choice. Protection is a frequency, and you must become it. You do not need permission to guard your soul, you need intention. And when you align your intention with divine power, you become untouchable. Here is how you fortify your spirit immediately. Your first shield is your energy field. Most people walk through life with their aura wide open, absorbing every emotion, every projection, every shadow that crosses their path. You must seal it. Close your eyes and see yourself surrounded by a sphere of radiant light. Golden, white, or indigo, choose the color that feels strongest to you. This light is not imagination. It is energy responding to your command. Visualize it becoming denser, impenetrable, like armor forged from the divine. Feel its warmth. Hold it for as long as you can. Do this every morning before you step into the world. Over time, this shield will become automatic. Energy responds to repetition. Your voice is your second shield. Words are frequencies, and your voice carries power. Speak protection over your life aloud. Say, I am divinely protected. No darkness may touch me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Say it with conviction. Speak until the air around you changes, until you feel the shift. Darkness cannot survive in the vibration of authority. Your voice is a spell. Use it. The elements of the earth are ancient protectors. Use them. Salt is more than a mineral. It is a purifier. Place sea salt in the corners of your home, and it will absorb the negative energy that tries to enter. Add it to your bath, and it will cleanse the attachments that cling to your aura. Water, when blessed with intention, becomes a shield. Anoint your forehead with charged water and say, with this water, I seal my spirit from harm. Fire, too, is a purifier. Burn sage, incense, or a white candle to clear your space. Let the smoke carry away what no longer belongs. Call upon your divine guardians. Angels, ancestors, and guides are always near, but they will not interfere without invitation. Call them by name. Archangel Michael, the protector of light, is a warrior of divine authority. Say aloud, Archangel Michael, stand beside me, cut every cord that drains my power and shield me from all harm. Feel his presence, trust that he is there. Surround yourself with sacred symbols, because symbols are not decoration. They are energy signatures. The Eye of Horus watches over you, blocking the evil eye. Metatron's cube holds the pattern of the divine, sealing you in sacred geometry. The Ankh, symbol of life, strengthens your life force. Wear them. Place them on your altar. Carry them with you. They are more than symbols, they are shields. Guard your sleep, because sleep is where many battles are lost. Before you lie down, visualize your bed surrounded by a wall of light. Place a small bowl of sea salt beneath your bed to absorb any wandering spirits. Say aloud, no shadow may cross this threshold. I sleep under divine protection. Play high-frequency sounds, 528 Hz or 432 Hz throughout the night. Frequency is armor. Let it guard your rest. But above all, discipline is your greatest protection. A warrior does not wait until the battle to sharpen their sword. Pray, meditate, and affirm your power daily. Stay aligned. Stay consistent. Darkness thrives where there is inconsistency, because inconsistency creates cracks, and cracks become entry points. Let your spiritual routine be as essential as breathing. Prayer is not a plea, it is a decree. Meditation is not escape, it is alignment. Gratitude is not a gesture, it is protection, for no force can break a heart full of grace. The moment you activate your protection, the enemy will feel it. The weapons once used against you will fail. But hear me clearly, the battle will not end, it will escalate. Because when you stand in your power, darkness fights harder, but you are ready. And now you will understand what comes next. The The battle will intensify once you fight back. The moment you fortify your spirit, expect resistance. Darkness does not surrender easily. It has fed on your wounds, your confusion, your fear, and it will not let go without a fight. When you close the door, it will try the windows. When you raise your shield, it will test for cracks. The battle does not end when you fight back, it escalates, but this is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of victory in motion. The first strike will come through those closest to you. Suddenly, people you trusted may turn cold, irrational, or combative. Old friends may resurface, not to reconnect, but to reopen wounds you have healed. Loved ones may lash out, pulled by energies they cannot see or understand. Do not take the bait. This is not about them, it is about you. The enemy knows that heartbreak breaks frequency faster than anything else. Do not fight them, fight the force behind them. Protect your peace. Do not explain, contain, distance. When guided by intuition, is protection, not punishment. Next, the attacks will come through your emotions. Waves of sadness, sudden anxiety, or irrational anger will crash against you. You may feel it in your body, tightness in your chest, a heavy stomach, or restless tension. This is not you, it is a frequency war. Emotional attacks are designed to make you lower your vibration. Lower vibration weakens your protection. When this happens, disrupt the pattern immediately. Move your body, dance, shake, breathe deeply. Sound is a weapon. Sing, hum, or speak affirmations aloud. Motion moves emotion. Do not let the energy settle within you, release it. Confusion may return, stronger than before. Thoughts that once felt clear become clouded. Doubts multiply. Decisions become impossible. This is spiritual fog, a tactic to separate you from your intuition. When confusion strikes, stop seeking answers outside of yourself. Return to stillness, pray, meditate, because clarity does not come from thinking, it comes from listening. And intuition whispers where chaos shouts. Enemy will also test your boundaries, especially the ones you set with yourself. Old temptations will reappear. Addictions you thought you conquered, habits you thought you broke, relationships you thought you ended. This is not coincidence, it is warfare. The enemy recycles what once worked because it has no new weapons, only old traps. When the past knocks, answer with your new self. Remember, the past is a grave. You do not live there anymore. You may experience sudden exhaustion. Not just physical fatigue, but spiritual depletion. It may feel as if you are carrying a weight you cannot see. This is resistance because you are pushing through dimensions. The closer you get to breakthrough, the heavier the resistance becomes. Rest, but do not retreat. Rest is part of warfare. Warriors sharpen their blades in silence. Replenish yourself through nature, through solitude, through stillness. Remember, rest is not defeat, it is preparation. Be prepared, your dreams may intensify. The enemy knows it can no longer reach you in the physical, so it will come in the spiritual. Nightmares, shadow figures, or visions of failure, these are attempts to plant fear into your subconscious. But fear cannot take root in a protected field. Before sleep, seal your spirit. Place salt beneath your bed, keep protective crystals near, and affirm aloud, no shadow may cross this light. My rest is sacred. My soul is untouchable. But here is the greatest truth you must remember. The intensity of the attack reveals the magnitude of your power. Darkness only fights what threatens it. If the battle is fierce, it is because your light is blinding. Resistance is proof of breakthrough. Attack is proof of progress. Pain is proof of transformation. Do not break through. Because here is what the enemy underestimates. You do not fight alone. You are chosen, which means you are guarded. Divine forces stand beside you. And every battle you face has already been won in the spirit. Your only task is to endure the storm, because on the other side, you are not just protected, you are unstoppable. The true nature of divine protection is not something external to you, it is something that emerges from within you. It is not a wall that keeps darkness out, it is a light that dissolves darkness entirely. The greatest misconception is that protection is about defense, about blocking attacks, about hiding behind barriers. But the truth is, true protection comes from alignment, not avoidance. Darkness cannot touch what vibrates beyond its reach. Most people believe protection is about fighting, but protection is not a battle, it is a frequency. It is not about guarding yourself from everything, It is about becoming something that nothing can touch. True divine protection is not reactive, it is magnetic. It comes from your connection with the divine, because where divine light resides, darkness cannot. The stronger your connection, the stronger your shield. The greatest weapon darkness has is disconnection. It knows that if it can separate you from the divine, from your higher self, from your intuition, it can weaken you. But here is the truth. The divine never leaves you. You leave it through doubt, fear, and forgetfulness. When you remember who you are and whose you are, you become untouchable. Because what can harm what is one with the Creator? Divine protection is also about perception. Attacks are real, but so is your power to transmute them. When you view every hardship as an attack, you weaken yourself. But when you see every challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger, you rise above the attack entirely. The greatest shield is not avoidance, it is transformation. A warrior who turns every weapon into wisdom becomes undefeatable. Most importantly, divine protection is authority. It is knowing that nothing can touch you without your permission. Fear creates cracks, faith seals them. Fear opens doors. Faith slams them shut. Your belief is your greatest fortress, because the spiritual world moves according to your authority. Darkness does not flee from weakness, it flees from authority. And authority is knowing that you are not just protected, you are the protection. You are the vessel through which divine power moves. So understand this, divine protection is not a prayer you recite, it is a frequency you embody. It is not something you ask for, it is something you become. And you become it through practice, through alignment, through consistency. That is how you become spiritually untouchable. Daily practices to stay spiritually untouchable. Protection is not a one-time event, it is a daily discipline. A warrior does not wait for battle to sharpen their sword. You must cultivate your protection every day so that when attacks come, you are already fortified. Consistency is your greatest armor because darkness thrives in inconsistency and cracks form where commitment fades. Here are the practices that make you spiritually untouchable. Begin each day by sealing your energy field. Before you check your phone, before you speak to anyone, seal yourself. Close your eyes and visualize a sphere of golden light surrounding your body. Feel it expanding, becoming thicker, impenetrable. As you breathe, say aloud, I am sealed in divine light. No harm may enter, no shadow may cross. Do this daily. The more you practice, the stronger your field becomes. This is not imagination, it is energy. And energy follows intention. Speak your authority into the atmosphere. Your voice is a command to the spiritual realm. Words are not empty, they are energy shaping reality. Each morning declare, I am protected by divine power. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My spirit is untouchable. Say it until you feel it. Say it until the air shifts. Say it until your energy becomes unshakable. Purify your environment because your space holds frequency. Darkness hides in clutter, in chaos, in stagnation. Clean your home regularly, burn incense or sage to clear negative energy, and play high-frequency music, 528 Hz or 432 Hz, to elevate the vibration of your space. Let your home become a sanctuary that no shadow can enter. Use the earth's elements to shield yourself. Water purifies, bathe with sea salt to cleanse your aura. Fire protects, light a white candle with the intention of sealing your space in divine light. Earth anchors, keep protective crystals like black tourmaline or amethyst around you. Air clears, open your windows and let stagnant energy escape. Nature is not decoration, it is protection. Protect your digital gates. What you watch, what you listen to, what you consume online, these are portals. Negativity, fear-based news, or toxic social media content weakens your field. Set boundaries, unfollow anything that lowers your frequency. Guard your eyes and ears, for they are the gates to your spirit. Before you sleep, shield your rest. Night is when attacks often come because your defenses are down. Close your eyes and see your bed wrapped in a cocoon of white or golden light. Place a small bowl of salt beneath your bed to absorb negative energy. Speak aloud, only divine forces may enter my dreams. My rest is sacred and untouchable. Let your sleep become a sanctuary. But above all, pray daily, not as a request, but as a declaration. Prayer is not begging, it is alignment. It is commanding your spirit to rise to its highest frequency. In prayer, you do not remind God of your battles, you remind your battles of your God. Lastly, stay in gratitude. Gratitude is a frequency that darkness cannot touch. When you are grateful, you vibrate in abundance, and attacks cannot survive in abundance. Each day say, "Thank you for my protection. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for my authority." Gratitude is both a shield and a weapon. It protects and it repels. When you live this way daily, consistently, you become the protection. You stop reacting to attacks because attacks can no longer reach you. You are not just covered, you are untouchable. You do not hope for safety, you radiate it. You do not ask for protection, you embody it. And that is when you step fully into your divine authority. Step into your divine authority. You are not powerless, you never were. The battle you face is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to reveal you. Every attack you have survived, every wound you have healed, every storm you have walked through has brought you here to this moment of awakening. You have seen the weapons used against you. You have learned how to shield your spirit. And now you know the truth, that the greatest protection is not around you, it is within you. You were never meant to live in fear. You were never meant to hide behind walls. You were meant to walk in authority, to enter every space knowing that you carry the light that darkness cannot comprehend. You are not a victim of this war, you are a victor in it. The battle does not break you, it crowns you. Do not be afraid when the attacks come harder after you rise. It only means you are rising higher. Attacks are not signs of failure, they are signs of power. Darkness only fights what threatens it. So if the battle is fierce, it is because you are close to something greater than you can imagine. Hold your ground. The battle belongs to the divine, but victory belongs to you. Remember this, you do not need to be perfect to be protected. You do not need to be fearless to be powerful. You only need to be willing to stand, to believe, to align. Protection is not the absence of storms, it is the ability to walk through them untouched. You do not need to ask if you are chosen. You are watching this because you are. The attacks on your life are proof of your assignment. The resistance you feel is confirmation of your calling. So, chosen one, rise, speak with authority, move with certainty, protect your energy, guard your peace. And above all, never forget who you are. You are not alone. You are not weak. You are divinely guided, divinely guarded, and divinely unstoppable. Now I want to hear from you. Have you felt the battle intensify on your journey? Have you used these practices and seen a shift? Share your experience below, because this is not just a channel, it is a community. A gathering of awakened souls standing together, shining together, winning together. And if this message spoke to your spirit, stay connected, because more is coming. More wisdom, more guidance, more power. Your journey is just beginning, and so is your victory. Remember, chosen one, you are not just protected, you are the protection. You are not just powerful, you are power itself. And no darkness, no force, no weapon can break what the divine has sealed. Stand firm, shine bright, and walk in your divine authority now and forever.